Gemini. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Whoa. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Gemini Love Tarot reading. Gemini love reading, and as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, Gemini love messages reading. Gemini, I'm channeling for you just at the end of June. So June 2023, we're just coming up to July 2023. And of course, you can be here in real time, but you can also be here many months, even years later. All readings are timeless and meant for you, well, when you find each other. This is a fated connection. You're here when you're meant to be here. So I'm really happy you found your way here. We're going to get right into your reading, Gemini, but before we do, I just want to mention that down below in the description, you will find, I have to fix this, thetarotcloset.com. I will also link all the decks that come in today. And of course, all playlists are below, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, all signs, love tarot readings, and a lot more, including twin flame readings. If you are on a twin flame journey, there are very long, in-depth twin flame readings below. So feel free, if you're inspired, to check anything out there. It's also all accessible through my channel as well. Before we begin, I would like to take this time to invite you to like today's reading and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. This really helps my channel to keep moving so I can continue to bring you readings. So thank you very much for that. Gemini, let's see what's going on. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Okay. It's the Queen of Wands. The Six of Cups, Gemini. Interesting. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. You guys have not gotten over each other. This is right in the partnership placement. It's the Six of Cups. It's the Sun and Scorpio energy. It's a really nostalgic energy. So this is the partnership placement. So you're both thinking a lot about each other. The good, I want to say, maybe the not so good, the difficult. And it can be a reunion energy, okay? So whether this is going to come to fruition or this is what everybody's thinking, but we can see it here that nobody's moved on from anybody else. It's the Six of Swords. It's Mercury and Aquarius energy, though. So I have to say, it's also connected for me today with, well, yeah, not communicating. We can see that. The Queen of Wands coming in here in your very first placement. That's a really strong, confident energy, but I also feel that here for everybody. Look, it's holding on to the sunflower, which is, you can see the sun is right here in it too. They've made the sunflower the sun, and the sunflower can't grow without the sun. It's necessary, and that's connecting us with the source, God, Goddess, the universe, divine spirit. What is that for you? But that's also connecting us to, well, yeah, an outcome, a happy outcome, a joyous outcome. And it's a knowing. It's the crown chakras. It's a knowing how you feel, and it's also finding a solution. It's a really, as you can see with the peacock feathers, it's a really confident energy. That is the Queen of Wands, but there's a little bit of protective energy. We see that nobody's moved on from anybody else. Okay. Well, it's the Ten of Cups in reverse. This isn't surprising. Now, I want to tell you, some of you might be on a twin flame journey. It's not for everyone, but it's here for those of you that are. Past life energy. It can also be that you've known your person for many years, since you were young. And, you know, it's not always that you have. It's not just about chronological years. It's also the feeling. It's just a nostalgic energy here. It's really strong. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is Mars and Pisces energy. We can see here that there's some, well, yeah, it's a disconnection. We already know that. This is a no contact and or in separation. For some of you, it can even be someone you're still connected to that you're separated from, that you want to come back together with, and that can mean legal as well. okay? Or even somebody that you're just not communicating with, even in the same household. That's not for everybody, but we can see that, well, yeah, you're connected, but things aren't moving. It feels like there's not a lot of hope, yet nobody's moved on. This is yours. Spirit making me dig around. It's the moon in reverse. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, Gemini, there you are. I was just about to say that everybody's clear here how they feel. Look, there's a knowing here that you love each other, and that's a confirmation. Gemini, it's your energy right below the Six of Cups. Of course, it's also Venus, and it's Archangel Raphael, who wants to, well, fix what's broken and help with new beginnings here. There's a deep love between you. Is there a decision coming through here? Maybe. Can it be to get together again? Talk? See each other? What? Because somebody's also bringing some truth, because we're seeing that in the moon energy in reverse. And it's quite deep. Look at that. That is an octopus. They live at the bottom of the deep ocean, and it's coming up here. And it's bringing up a lot of emotion with it. And this is Pisces energy. Gemini, you're also here, as well as Cancer, and it's coming in reverse. So this is the truth being revealed. And how, this is interesting too. I'm just hearing that it's also your person, your someone that you're here for, maybe somebody who's coming into your mind, whatever the case may be, they're also realizing things that maybe they were holding back from. There's truth being revealed to everybody here in this connection today. What's the truth? That you love each other. What else is going on here? Well, we see it's stagnant. We see it's no contact. So how are things moving along? And when is this truth coming possibly in a message? Are you going to see each other? Is it simply coming through today? I will tell you, though, it's really clear that the truth here is that you love each other. And there is a strong energy of thinking about, for both of you, of seeing each other again. And if you're already seeing this person, it's sharing how you feel, what you want to say, and getting it moving again. It's a spinner for me, because it's also the energy of this needing, there's a separation here that I feel like is not going to be lasting. It's the Six of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, this is, now here's the thing. Can it be that somebody is just making a decision to not do anything here? Possibly. And it can be spinning in terms of how this truth about how they feel about you and how you feel and what happened here is delayed in coming in, because we see that in the Six of Wands. This is Jupiter and Leo energy, and Jupiter is, well, it's the planet of expansion and prosperity. It's still having hope. So it's hope. It's a little bit of hopeless energy that's been here, and you also can see that. And also how the Ten of Cups having put this energy here. So it cut off, whether you were in the Ten of Cups working toward it, or that was something that was on the table, pun intended, but it was stopped here. The hope you see in the rainbow, that is the hope. Look at this. Look at all these emotions here. And it's in reverse. So that happening kind of dashed some things. And that's the Jupiter energy also coming through here in the Six of Wands. And of what's the outcome, because, well, you love each other. We're really early on into the reading. Yeah, so interesting. So the Seven of Wands is here, and there is a fear of being hurt again. And, I mean, that's clear. You love each other, but there is that fear here. Are some of you maybe wanting to move on? Let's see, Gemini. Communication is your jam, And this just feels like, well, yeah, it's lack of communication, lack of clarity, possibly even the truth. What is that? Hermit card energy. Interesting. I thought I was going to put it here, but I'm hearing it wants to go here. This is Virgo and Mercury energy. It's major arcana. It's where you go to get clarity. Personal truth, spiritual illumination. What do I want? What do I want here? Look at this. It's like right in the middle of the stagnant energy of not moving on. So are you thinking about that? Is this something you're putting a pin in? Are you going? You clearly love your person, but we can love people deeply. We see here. And still make these decisions for ourselves. So you're going to know that. Everyone has free will. Energy's outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change. But this is where you go. In the Hermit card energy, this is also coming through. Okay, it's the Five of Swords in the upright. Look at that. Yeah, that's the lack of communication. It's the lack of truth. It's maybe some things that were said. It's connected to the Ten of Cups in reverse. So it can be for some of you that there was some not so nice things said. Okay? But for me, it's really connected to the lack of communication and the lack of truth. And that Hermit card is right here. And by the way, it's connecting to the Ten of Cups, so it could have played a part in that. For some of you, this is a legal connection that's broken, like a broken marriage. It's not going to be for everybody, but it is here. And you can see the Hermit is right in between the connection that is having some issues right now, and the Six of Wands, who's also, not really sure, because this is a feeling of, it's kind of, should I stay or should I go? Should I wait? Should I not? I love you, but is what I'm hearing. I think that might be coming from your energy, because this is kind of, it's a little bit of, I want to say a lack of confidence energy, but this is coming through with your person of maybe having some fear sending a message despite them wanting to share how they feel, okay? But it can also be that that's why we're seeing the Queen of Pentacles too, and that's, you're coming into that and making some decisions for yourself. But this is, I feel like everybody here, look, you're both here. And, are you ships in the night, passing in the night, or are you both going to stop at this lighthouse and come here? Because a lighthouse is, where you go it's there to help people find their way home, to find their way to shore, to find their way out of, there's a lot of emotional energy. You're both riding in it. Look, and it's the World, which brings in the World card. Deep soulmate energy. Obstacles too, we know that. Travel, movement, we see that too. But what is the destination? Is it completing? Is it going back and uprighting this Ten of Cups? Or is it possibly saying, okay, I've learned my lesson? Because somebody's scared to be hurt again. You can see it. Look, holding back here with the flower up. And also the friendship was affected. You can see that. But holding up the flower, somebody has their back to them. It's dark and shadowy. And yeah, so some things were said or not said that were, I feel like, not meant. Okay, that's a spinner for me. And also maybe a bad decision. Regret on your person's side. But you're really strongly in the Hermit card energy, I feel. It's literally like, I'm a little stuck here. What should I do? Because this is the star here connecting here in the Hermit energy. Not connecting to source. It's spiritual illumination. It's getting the truth for yourself. Because that's a fear of being hurt again, which we can see here. Interesting, and not being sure what to do, and the lack of confidence in the Six of Wands. Connecting right here with the Six of Swords in reverse, which is not really, you're having trouble moving either way. So are you both just at an impasse also in this connection where nobody's talking and nobody's giving in? So if that's the case, and it really might be for a lot of you, Gemini, this is clear message from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors that you guys got to make that decision. Because there might be a little bit of ego here going on, and or just who's first, that sort of energy, because it's clear how you feel about each other. And the truth is coming. What is the truth? How you feel, that you love each other, that they love you, yeah. And what else? And there is this feeling of, for some of you, that there's like an impasse, that you're stuck. It's the divine here. In the World within the Hermit card, of course, because look, the lighthouse is popping up and connecting here with source. That's what you're doing. This is spiritual illumination, and looking down at both of you here, which is bringing in King of Cups energy. Look at that. And a lot of emotions going on, a lot of emotions for each other, not talking, not communicating, or not communicating well. Everybody's, I feel like, is just kind of stopped. So is somebody going to pass the other one? Are you going to pass each other? Or are you going to go to this lighthouse, which is there to safely bring you back to shore, which is, of course, the Hermit energy, getting clarity. What do you want? Spiritual illumination. Do you want this Ten of Cups back, or were you not there? Do you want to go back on the road toward it or not? You know what I mean? We know that there's love here, but we also know, all of us know, that it takes a lot more, you know? Yeah, look, so we know that it's not moving right now. This is really not surprising. It's a validation of the Six of Swords. We know you love each other, but things are not moving. But I'll tell you what, the Chariot card, Cancer energy. Whew, lots of emotions there. And it's in reverse. That's also the Moon energy. And that's the Moon in reverse. And that's the clarity and the truth coming. What happened? Why isn't it moving? Okay. It's a lot of things, actually. It's the Two of Wands as well. Gosh, there's a lot of stagnancy here, I have to say. And, well, the Two of Wands is Mars and Aries energy. It's kind of like somebody trying, but they're having trouble coming. It's like both of you, look. I mean, there's two of you here. It's bringing in this decision, and it's one you got to make together. This Lover's card, are you coming together? And it feels life-changing. Look, everybody, I feel like there's a fear in making that decision. Look at this. The Two of Wands is making that choice of movement. This is really clearly yours. We're going to get it in a minute. And it's in reverse. So, you know, this is making that decision to what? To move forward, to move on from each other, to come together. Because there is a really stuck energy for me. That's also putting the Hermit card in a spin. And that's life-changing. That's bringing in the World card here as well. And that's directly connecting to the Hermit, because there's the World, and this is what's going on here for you. This is connecting, trying to figure out what to do in this connection and feeling a little bit stuck. Not really sure how to move away or move toward each other, yet not moving away, stuck. The connection's stuck, the movement is stuck completely, despite knowing how you feel about each other. What the heck? And yeah, I mean, that's putting it in reverse, because that's life-changing. That's the World card, divine timing, communicating toward what? A goal or not, or coming together to end it, you know, or to make it final, whatever that means for you. And it's life-changing either way. And you can see there's an impasse here. How long have you both been like this? You know, and have you been passing each other? Have you been going around, trips around here? How long has this been going on? And are you planning to go here? You know, it's kind of, like I said, it's spinning for me. And we can see it here right in the World card, because there's the Moon. It's full. It's the Sun is the subconscious. The Moon is the subconscious, highlighting everything here, lighting up, the Sun lighting up the Moon. And that's saying, look further, trust yourself with this decision. You can see what's going on here. And Gemini, you're in this energy too. But it's in reverse, and it's High Priestess in reverse energy for me too, because there's just a fear of it. Okay, there's the Star card. It's Aquarius energy. Is there still hope here? Yeah. And receiving clarity for how you feel? Clear. Clarity and the truth coming in the Moon in reverse. So this is also saying that, and look, and there's that Star card. I do feel there's still hope in this connection, and you can see it. Hope for renewal. The clarity, having hope for clarity, and there's a struggle still here, okay? We can see it. And somebody's a little more clear than somebody else. We can see that, but they're still not bringing it. So there's kind of a little bit of Emperor, Empress energy here, which is your energy, Empress energy, Taurus, of maybe wanting all this in long term, whether you were in it or not, but not wanting to show the other one. Whatever the case may be, it's the major arcana, star, and it's Uranus, and it's changing everything here. And is this on a big lotus flower, healing flower? Sitting here holding onto the star. Look, it's fate. This is a fated connection for me. Controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. And that's the star here in the Hermit energy. Really trying to figure this out. What are we doing? What am I doing? You're both here. That's the thing. You're both here. You both know how you feel about each other. It's not moving, but nobody's moving on, but nobody's moving toward each other. You're just at this impasse, and here it is, the hope, the renewal, fated connection. It's the Four of Wands in reverse. This isn't really that surprising. It's Venus and Aries energy. So for some of you, there was some discord, some arguing. We see that in the Five of Swords too. For some of you, there was literally a moving out of a dwelling, okay, out of a home here, you know, and well, yeah, and it's also leaving the connection. It's just clear. Look at this. And I don't mean to cover up the Hermit because it just feels integral here today. This is also yours. It's the Queen of... Whoa! She was in reverse and she just flipped in the upright. Okay. Well, that's clear. We see that in the Moon in reverse. It's the truth coming. When is the truth coming? Spirit has a plan, you know, and this is most definitely your overall energy. As I'm moving it, I'm hearing I need to move it back. Sometimes it comes through in tarot, sometimes oracle, sometimes a love message, a channeled song message. Sometimes it never comes, and here it is. It was in reverse, and it flipped right over and said, "Oh no, and you're waiting for the truth." Look at that. Up here on the hot air balloon, which is also connecting you right to the divine here, to the star energy. Look at this. Waiting, hopeful, a little bit stuck, trying to decide. This is kind of everybody, but it's waiting for the truth, and we see that the truth is coming. So it's like, where are you? Where are you? You know, you can almost see each other. You could have this right here with this telescope. I think there's a different name for it here anyway. And see each other. For some of you, that means location proximity, but not for everyone, because there's also a feeling of being worlds apart or far away physically, but also emotionally, mentally, yeah. But physically, some of you too. And this is rising above conflicting energy here. Look, holding on to spirit messages, looking, saying, I want the truth. Please be totally honest. It's the Queen of Swords. This is Libra ruled by Venus. That's Libra energy, connects to the infinity symbol for those of you on a twin flame journey. Twin flame energy in the Lover's card, soulmate as well. And this can be union, reunion in the Six of Cups. So this is coming together somehow. Feels like maybe physical, but for some of you it can be through messages. Let's see. Either way, this is connecting us here with the Queen of Swords to Libra, and that infinity symbol connects to her. But also it does connect us, of course, to justice and the truth. And that's Mercury energy, so waiting for the truth to come. Communication, clarity. I mean, it is just really very, very clear. You know, and this is, I gotta say, I mean, it's the Lover's card. Preparing for an unexpected love offer, you know? Maybe. It looks, yeah, it looks like there's a weight here. We can see it. We see the hope is still really here. Okay, so that just changed. I was just told that it's the star card that goes here. I was wondering what happened. Okay, so that's how that's wanting to go today. Yeah, it's, you know, the soulmate energy is really strong here. And I know some of you are on a twin flame journey. And yeah, your twin flame can also be a soulmate. This is coming in. It's yours. And then I feel like that's it. Okay, so that's what you've been waiting for too, as a message. It's the Eight of Wands in reverse. We might see this coming back in another deck. I'm going to bring in another deck right now because it feels like a spinner for me. There's very clearly communication coming here. It's just how and when, you know. Decisions being made here, especially if you guys are at an impasse with communication or even seeing each other. A little bit of Two of Swords energy too, like maybe a compromise needed. But this is Mercury and Sagittarius energy. It's the planet of the mind. It's the planet of communication. It's in reverse. So that's what, look, and it's connecting here with the Moon in reverse. So that's trying to bring the truth forward, possibly having trouble as we see somebody's waiting literally for it. This is the truth coming. Somebody's clear how they feel about you and what else. Okay, I'm going to keep the deck here. I just heard to look underneath it too. So we're going to keep that because we're going to put this here. This sometimes happens. It's like, come on. We want to move on to another deck. It's the Four of Cups in reverse. It's the Moon in Cancer. It's putting the Moon in reverse again. Trying to find another way here, you know, for the connection, but also another way to come, you know, because the Chariot card is in reverse. Interesting. And that's also communicating in a different way, which is also bringing in the Moon energy. So that's more of not just the truth and coming, and clarity received and coming, but also communicating in a new way and opening up. It has to happen because, yeah, it hasn't been. We already know that. And it can be somebody was contacting somebody already, you know, and there's just this apathy here, which you see, and it didn't really work, or it didn't take that sort of energy. Okay, we're going to look at another deck now. Gemini, I'm going to move the energy some more. So we're not going to take anything yet unless it just goes flying out. This is in German. As you know, I'm in Austria. So I can help you with some German. Maybe you already know it. You don't need to anyway. You'll see what the cards are, and I'll also tell you. So let's see if there's any validation coming in, clarity, maybe something that's just putting everything in a spin. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Interesting. It's the King of Pentacles coming in here. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely on the move. There's a lot of hope for renewal here. It's not easy, but the love is just really, we can see it here. The King of Pentacles is Virgo ruled by Mercury, and that's also what's on the mind here. Look, of everybody. That's the Hermit energy as well. Virgo and Mercury energy. And, you know, this king might be kind of stubborn, but look, they're holding on here to a sunflower. And, well, that's the sunflower here. Look at that. That's the knowing. It's overgrown, huge stalk. You need the sun. That's the outcome. That's bringing in the sun energy. That's the new beginning. It's source, God, goddess, the universe, the divine, getting the truth, figuring out the direction you want to go, spiritual illumination. And it's really everything here. And it's also connecting, of course, to the crown chakra, and that's finding a solution. That's what they're holding on to here. Also, this pentacle. This is, well, yeah, it's this king energy. There's a lot of details around it, but it's what's being thought here by both of you in the Hermit card energy. And it can be bringing it forth. It's the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, that long-term energy is coming through really strong for me. That's too many. That's too many. Oh, that's yours. Okay, it's bringing this one as well. And I think that might be it. Let's see. I want to first look here. It's Ten of Pentacles. More Mercury and Virgo energy. Mercury and Virgo, Mercury and Virgo, Mercury and Virgo. And that's long-term energy. That's the Emperor and the Empress that I was feeling energy. You know, it's where they live. And, well, yeah, it's long-term energy, whether you're in it or you're still wanting it here, or it's coming on the table and there's a decision here, because you can see it being made. Somebody's still really hurt. Look, the Five of Swords is covering one of the ships. It's the Death card. Don't be worried about this. You know why? Because this is what allows your person to move forward. It's the death of the ego today. My gosh. Scorpio energy. This is coming back in a really different vibe. Really strong psychic connection, the two of you. Physical connection as well. Wanting to open up. Saying that they've changed. Wanting a second chance here, Gemini. This is, I want to show you this. They're riding this horse, which is a very emotional horse, through very emotional water here. You know, it's like there's just bones here. They're coming through, and second chance. Take me, will you? Give me a second chance is what I'm hearing. And this horse is actually looking pinkish, isn't it? Because it's being highlighted. The sun here is going down. Didn't we hear that in the very beginning of your reading? The sun is... Why is it the sun going down on me? Yeah, it's like stopping that because the sunflower needs it. I don't know if that was this reading, but I'm hearing that sound, the sun going, it's like the sun going down on me. It's like a rush. It's emotional energy. It's the moon energy coming with the truth, opening up, communicating in a new way. It's the King of Cups energy, which is here for me. And this deck has divine feminine and divine masculine, King of Cups, King of Wands, all of it. You're both here. The emotions you have for each other are strong. They're rushing here for this renewal. This is transforming it. It's a new beginning. It's big changes here. And they're in a rush to come before maybe you make this decision here. Not about gender, guys. And yeah, before you make a decision, rushing through, riding a horse, which can push through obstacles here. Humility coming through. And it's fast, you know? It's really fast. Scorpio energy, it's all about transformational energy. And this has been spinning around. Look, I want to show you. It's the Eight of Swords. So, because I don't know, I move cards around, and sometimes I don't know. They just land the way they want. They upright themselves. They spin around. It's the Eight of Swords. It's coming here, as we see now, in reverse. And that's coming unstuck and communicating. And that's Jupiter, and that's Gemini energy. And that's jumping into communication about what? Yeah, the planet of expansion, prosperity, optimism, hope, knowing. That's the knowing too coming through. That's here also in the Queen of Wands. The hope here for renewal, it's super strong. You're closer than you think. Your world's apart. I feel mentally and physically, mentally and emotionally, for some of you physically, but you're closer than you think. And somebody is they're coming out of this Eight of Swords because they put themselves there. May even be both of you for not communicating, because you can see it, you know. It's like two King of Cups, which this deck has. That's the funny thing. I think I might need to look again. And all these feelings, but, you know, kind of holding back. Yeah, so this is interesting. So this is an extra card, and here in this deck, it's called the Knight card. And it's the moon, and it's like the moon in reverse again. Because the Sun card in this deck always comes through for me as like a new day, a new beginning. And this is still things still being worked out. It's the end of the day when you're processing everything, you know. You're processing here in the Hermit energy. You're processing in the Star energy, in the night, the nocturnal energy, thinking about the direction, thinking about the new day, thinking about the Sun card. Okay, that's interesting. But processing it all, you know. And then you go to sleep and you also have dreams connecting you to that Star energy. The Fool in reverse is coming through. And, well, that's Aquarius energy. And that's also connecting, well, it's spinning. And part of that is because I feel like it's the past energy of somebody who's been pretty careless. Also, well, yeah, the lack of communication. And, well, it's also connecting with the Four of Cups for me, and with both of them kind of spinning around, because there's a little bit of apathetic energy here. It's not quite time here for the Fool, for an entirely new journey, but we see it coming into that. It's really strong. Are you going to be here? Because here's the other thing. Look at that. So the Queen and the King of Pentacles are both here. I thought that. I was feeling the Emperor and the Empress, but this is a very similar energy. And, well, yeah, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, before I go into this, I have to get this message, because this is what also came through, is this is also the thoughts here I feel for you, and not being sure. And that's the Fool in reverse, you know, that's, do you want, because you can see, and you can see it in the Four of Cups, that you haven't been sure. These are yours. It's 3, it's the most I take, and we're going to stop after this and bring in love messages. But this King of Queen of Pentacles, this is the long-term, this just flew off. This is the long-term energy. It's the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is more of what we know. It's a commitment card. It can be marriage, contractual. It's in reverse. It's slow-moving. It's long-term energy. And we see that it's disconnected at the moment. So that's not surprising. For some of you, it can be that there's some other religious, cultural differences, even family of origin, maybe even other connections. It won't be for everyone here, but it's the lack of truth. It's the disconnect here. And it's really what we already know. And I wanted to say that long-term energy that I've been feeling, here it is. It's the King and the Queen of Pentacles. This is going in for the long haul, whatever that means for you. So whether you were in the Ten of Cups or you were heading for it, I feel like everybody's still here. But there's an impasse. We can see the lack of communication. Despite all those feelings, despite all this love here. Okay. Interesting too, because look, it's sort of separating as in the Ten of Pentacles here. That's where the King and the Queen live. Also the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, yeah, interesting. This is the Princess Cup. This is also in this deck, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Energy. It's the Knight of Cups. It's the Prince, Princess Charming card, romantic proposals. It can be somebody comes in and wants to offer a marriage proposal. It's not going to be for everyone. For me, this proposal is coming together to talk. It's clear how much you love each other. And it's the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy, which is the compassionate, the giving energy. It's the balancing out here. Look, there's the sun again. That's why they're rushing here. Where did that go? Where is that sun energy? I don't know where that went now, so I'm just going to let it be because I don't want to get too lost here. Look at the laurel wreaths hanging down, the reunion wreaths here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the pentacles there. So yeah, remembering all of it, the loss, but also the potential of coming together. These 5 and the 5 that everybody's feeling and making a 10. For some of you, this might have been, I want to say, combining families, you know, or introducing families. It's not going to be for everybody here, but that energy is strong. And this is, look, it's a dove. It's also kind of pink from, I feel, the sunlight and the emotional water. There's the crown. The princess is taken off. Her crown here is feeding the dove, their soulmate, this emotional energy. This is really that energy, that cup, what is in there. The opening up, that's the moon energy. It's the opening up. It's communicating in a new way. Being honest about how you feel, clear. Oh my gosh. Okay, so also the King of Cups is here. We knew the King of Cups was here. Interesting, and one of them is covered up. It's here within the Hermit for me today. One of these readings, you guys, Gemini, it's clear. All these emotions going on, and they've managed to hold them back. The King of Cups is the master of emotions, but they're seeing things very differently. They can see you, you can see them. There's a lot of emotions here. This is Pisces energy. This is not surprising to me at all. I'm going to keep it here actually today. And this is the last card. It's the 5 of Cups. So it's the thing. You're still in each other's energy and the clouds are moving. Look. There is the regret here, the loss. That's the Lover's card spinning for me because I've felt that. It's missing each other. It's feeling like, do you love me? Oh my gosh. And the sadness around that, you know, the grief, but you're both still here. And look at that starfish. Infinite possibilities, but making something work that wasn't working. And there's the 4 of Cups. Look at that in reverse. There they are, the 4 and there's the 5, looking in it. Knowing that somebody could just go in here and scoop it up. Look, that's the Princess Cups here. The Prince, what do you want to say? The Knight of Cups energy. That's here. It's that cup. What's in there? Is there anything in there? Yeah, somebody's here giving it to another. You're still in each other's energy. It's just finding a new way to communicate, maybe even new way to come together here. This is so strong because that's the 4 of Cups in reverse energy. It's a new way of coming together, you know, a new direction in the connection, a new way to communicate is what it is for me. Being honest, clear, communicative, sharing how you both feel. Look, it's sort of peeking through. We're going to bring in some channeled love messages, Gemini, and possibly also some song messages. Then we're going to close your reading. What do you want to say to your Gemini through channeled song? Channeled song messages. So messages from their higher self through channeled song. Not channeled song. I've lost my mind. Channeled love messages. Love messages from their higher self. But that's a message for me that we are going to do song messages. Can you hear me whisper your name? Yeah, that's the thing. So far away, but so close. So close, yet so far. Worlds apart, yet. And that's also telepathy. When you know, you know. Fate, serendipity. I'm hiding my true feelings. That's the King of Cups. Look at that. Sleeping here with that cup. Not here. It's Prince. Doesn't matter. Prince here is with the Swan, soulmate, making an offer. Okay. Putting that here as well. I trust that the universe will bring us together. Meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, and I'm forever thankful for the universe for that. Rushing here with the death of their ego, because that feels needed here. You know, it's funny, but really felt the Emperor and the Empress, which for all I know could just be right there. That happens sometimes. But for me, it also came through in the King and Queen of Pentacles today. We are a fated connection. We know that. It's just really, really, very, very clear. That's a lot of the clarity that they've received. And I miss you. Wanting to show the bottom of the deck here. You have changed me for the better. So this, and I'm so sorry, also coming through. Look, that's what's staying here now. Okay. These last two, then we're going to bring in some song messages. Gemini. How did I even exist before you wanted to show itself? The moment I saw you, I just knew. I just can't seem to get over you. Channeled song messages, here they are. Love messages from their higher self. So love messages through song, channeled song messages. Can be your songs coming through that is relevant to the two of you, or even just you, the sentiment behind the song. You may not even like a song or have heard of it. You may even feel like you are sending it. Names, locations, artists, things will come through that will trigger you that I won't even know, and you're going to know. So messages from their higher self through channeled song. That's also yours. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I ever met. The best, Tina Turner. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. You've got to love me for what I am. For simply being me. Excuse me. Don't love me for what you intend or hope that I will be. Love me for what I am. Written by John Bettis. This is sung by the Carpenters. You think I'd leave your side, baby? You know me better than that. By your side. It's the Lover's energy. Well, that just revealed this one, as I wasn't sure about that one. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. The Beatles, all you need is love. This is also yours. And I think that's it today. Yeah. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. And don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. You'll Never Walk Alone, Nina Simone, written by Richard Rogers. Why do stars fall from the sky? Every time you walk by, just like me, they long to be close to you. Look at that. The Carpenters, written by Hal David. I wish I had a river so long. I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate on. I made my baby cry. River, Joni Mitchell. This is Regret, and this is your song today. If you have not heard River, Joni Mitchell singing this, the original version, this is for you to go hear today. This is a lot of regret, and this is the lack of communication, because that, you know, this river here in this song is frozen, and that's the coldness of not communicating, wanting to get past that. Regret here. Longing. Gemini, that's your reading today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading, watching readings and liking them, sharing them if you're inspired, subscribing to the Tarot Closet if you haven't already. These things really help keep the channel moving. Sharing if you feel inspired, so that I can continue to bring you readings. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you love and light in all you do. Have a beautiful day, Gemini, and I look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Bye for now.